Welcome back to another episode of Are We Nerds with your favorite hosts, Emily and
Really?
um you know, we've been going through it. It's okay though, because we're back somewhat regular schedule. Um Lots of fun episodes will be coming out in September, so I'm excited. I might not sound like it, it's just allergies, feel dead inside. So, but I am excited for this episode because I found a list and it literally had me shook from the first thing that was listed. So I'm excited to get into that. But as usual, we're gonna go into some anime news. Well, to start it off, exciting news. It seems that One Piece Film Red will be hitting North American theaters in October.
Oh my
When
god.
in October? I know.
Like
I don't
it's
have my Unigrocer yet.
it's such a good thing that my mini semester ends like the first week of October because that means then I'll only have two classes I have to worry about. So I have a little bit more time to all of this anime, do all this anime stuff, watch everything that's coming out. Because right now I have like zilch time to watch anything. So the only time I'm watching
Right.
anything is when I'm studying and I'm taking a break.
Second news. It seems that the ancient Magus, oh my gosh,
Ancient Magic.
and the Ancient Magus Bride season 2 is scheduled for April 2023. Last piece. This is a video game, I'm pretty sure, turned to a manga adaptation. Elden Ring. The Road to the Erd Tree. Y'all don't kill me for butchering this. I don't know anything about video games, but the art looks really cool. It gets a manga adaptation and it's beginning its serialization. And Nichi Tobita is handling the
Today's
art.
episode, we're going to be reacting to one random anime list online that we found, and then another one, our friend and listener, Adrian, who we had a whole Adrian hate session about 2 episodes ago, for sent us random anime list of like people's top 10 anime, so we're going to react to some of those too. So I'm going to start off with the first list that I have that I picked up. This is from CBR. And this is the top 10 best One Piece characters ranked. I have not looked at this list, so I'm really curious. I did see it's number 10 though, so are you ready? So number 10, they have number 10 as Vivi is a well-rounded princess. Okay, I love Vivi, but I would not put her in a top 10 One Piece characters. Personally.
I'm shocked at her being 10. No, I'm a VV stan for life.
No, I love Vivi, but I don't know if I would put her in my top 10 characters like ranked like of all time. But I love Vivi.
You know why? I love her too, but I was listening to the Nanino manga podcast and they're at like where Chopper's introduced, right? And they're talking about the sacrifice that Vivi did because they're on the way to Alabasta, right?
Yes.
But Nami's sick. She chooses the One Piece, the Straw Hats, over heading to her country, knowing that her country is like literally being oppressed by crocodile and like they're going through it, like her citizens are going through it.
True.
But she chose to help the Straw Hats. So I was like, you're right. I was like recap in my brain. I was like, Vivi, real one, honestly.
I really this is making me sound like I hate Vivi. I love Vivi, and when I started One Piece, the first time I ever cried was when, spoilers in Alabasta if you have not listened, when she decided to stay in Alabasta instead of becoming a Straw Hat. I cried. I was so upset because I knew why she did it, but I loved Vivi so much that I wanted her to be a Straw Hat, and I love when she appears in the show, but I don't know. There are just so many good One Piece characters that I don't know if I would put her in a top 10.
I feel like I would keep her at a top 10 for this just because of I wonder how she's going to react or what she's going to do based off of what's happening currently in the manga. Because, spoiler without spoiling, like shit's going down that's like affecting her directly. So I'm curious to see if she's just gonna turn like badass, like warrior, whatever. Like, what is she going to do?
Yeah.
So, like, tentatively 10. I low key disagree with this, but agree with it at the same time.
On number 9, they have Big Mom is a respected leader. know how I feel about Big Mom, to be honest. She's not, I don't think she's a respected leader. I think she scares the shit out of people. And so that's why she's a respected leader. Because she can literally drain your soul and like your life.
I don't know if I would put her at 9 or like in top 10 personally. Is she scary? Yes. I
Terrifying.
honestly am. If I was in the One Piece world, I would be terrified of ever running into Big Mom.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't like her.
Yes.
So I don't think I but her over Vivi?
Yeah. I don't know. Let us know what y'all
Oh.
think to these lists, by the way, too, when we're like going through them. Okay, I'm gonna scroll down to number 8 now. I don't know. I haven't looked at this list, so I don't know. Okay. Number 8 is water law is more than a pirate. I disagree. Law does not need.
Nope.
He does not deserve number 8. That man is number 1 in my heart. Maybe okay, maybe not my like the number 1 character of all time because my number 1 would forever be Robin. But like he's in my top 3. Like, are you kidding me? The way the Law and Luffy's alliance, like the Straw Hat and Heart Pirates alliance, is so pivotal to the story. The way Law's Devil Fruit is so powerful. His backstory, are you kidding me?
I was thinking, I was like, it's kind of weird that Law is like pretty low on this list. So then I was like, in my head, okay, when is this created? Like, when was this created? And then I was shook again because it says that this was created February 17th, 2022. And I'm just
Are
like,
you kidding me? Law?
after Punk Hazard?
No, and Law in Wano?
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. Whoever wrote this list, I strongly disagree. I'll let you say your opinion, but I strongly disagree with Law as number 8.
I don't think Law would be in my top 3, but he would definitely be in top 5. So I'm very confused on why he's so low
Mm-hmm.
based because well, first off, he did so much for Luffy, which he didn't have to during like Marineford. Him and Punk Hazard, the whole like alliance thing, that was a big deal. Him working with Luffy and the Straw Hats like during Wano, especially end of Wano, like I could see where a lot of Wano stuff has not happened yet because of February when this list came out, but like now it's time to revise this list.
Okay, and now we're gonna go to number 7. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen it. Ace? Ace had an interesting life and a tragic end. Okay. Ace at number 7 is criminal. Because if everything that had oh my god, like I can't even I'm getting so heated over this list. Ace at number 7 is criminal because if okay, spoilers for Marineford. Spoilers for Marineford.
Already know.
If Ace had not died, Luffy and the Straw Hats would not have progressed. End point blank period. No discussion. They would not have progressed. Did it suck that Ace died? Yes. I sobbed my eyes out when Ace passed. It was absolutely heartbreaking. But it had to have happened for the story to progress. And I feel like putting him at number 7 does not give value to everything he did for the story and everything he did for Luffy. So I just
Yes. I disagree with this ranking. I agree with what you said. Even through his death, he still has impacted the story so much. Like, are you kidding me? Oh my god. I highly disagree with this. This is crazy.
it's the fact that
Like
he
he
died in the 500s and he's still being brought up in the thousands.
he's a very impactful character. One, because he's Luffy's brother. Two, his true origins when people like figure out who he is. His devil fruit was crazy strong. I mean, he was on Whitebeard's crew, which is a big deal
He was a
to be a part
commander.
of that. Yeah. Um, I can see him being low in like a top 5 because he did kind of like, pretty early on, I guess, or halfway through now. Um, but 7? That's
Couldn't
crazy,
see him
in my opinion.
in my top 3, but definitely in my top 5.
Yeah,
Okay.
I agree.
Going on to number
Go 6.
6. Scrolling. Boa Hancock is not just a love interest. I love Boa. I'm a Boa stan, okay? Like, let me make that loud and clear. I am a Boa stan. From day one, I got my girls back. I got all the women's back in One Piece. Are you kidding me? Putting Boa above Law and Ace? I don't understand that.
Yeah, I guess it's because she was the only female warlord, which is a strong, like, feat in it itself, and, like, a leader of a country, basically. Like, she has that over them, but she is pretty strong. I mean, personally for me,
Strong.
I really like her as a character. I don't think I would have her over Ace or Law, but as a female character, like, if this was, like, top, like, female characters in One Piece, like, I think Boa would be pretty far up on the list.
Would be my number 3. I can tell you, like, with confidence. It would be Robin, Nami, and Boa. Like, I adore Boa. Super strong. Her devil fruit is crazy, but above Ace and Law, she just hasn't had that. She's had an impact on the story, obviously, especially when you're looking at post Marineford and how she, like, took Luffy in, basically. And also, like, she's just such a funny character. And she's really strong, but I don't know if that adds as much value to the story as what Law and Ace have done for Luffy and the crew. But
Yeah.
she is super
I'm
important.
curious. Yeah.
Nami, okay, is the crew's most important member. I would put Nami in my top 5 as well.
I agree with this. Um, she's not the strongest fighter. I think everyone knows that.
Mm-mm.
But that's not a bad thing though, because without her, the Straw Hats would definitely be lost all the time.
And she's
So
definitely like
she's
one
very
of the
important.
smartest characters. She's one of my favorite Straw Hats. So if you listen to our One Piece episode, you know I'm a big Nami stan. So
I believe Oda said that she's probably one of the smartest people to have come out of the East Blue. So that says a lot about her character and how important she is. Yeah, I agree with this one. All right.
moving on to number
Next,
4.
number 4.
Sanji is a lover and a fighter. I'm a big Sanji stan as well. Now I have to make my top 5 list because I'm like, I don't know. Sanji's one of my favorite Straw Hats. I'm like, I don't disagree with this ranking, but I disagree with a lot of the rest of the ranking, so I would rearrange this, but I don't know where I would put Sanji. But him and Whole Cake Island, that shit broke my fucking heart.
It's kind of funny that he's 4 on this list because now he's 4 bounty wise.
Oh yeah.
That's kind of funny. Yeah, I don't disagree with this. I kind of like this ranking where he has at number 4. I really like his power. He has 2 sad backstories
Yes.
that really like put us through. He's a very impactful character when it comes to, feeding the crew, keeping everyone healthy and strong, and he's a very loyal character to everyone. He takes care of everyone. So I like him as a character. I like this ranking 4. I don't mind it.
Indifferent about it. I don't hate it, but I'm not like, woo! Because I really love Sanji, so I don't know. Okay, number 3. Okay, yeah. Robin is the crew's smartest member. Personally, I would put her on number 1, but that's just like me being biased because Robin's my favorite character. But I agree with this ranking. She is definitely, like I've said this time and time again, I think Robin is the most important Straw Hat. I think without her,
Of course.
they literally couldn't, like, Luffy could not become king of the pirates without her. He couldn't become king of the pirates without any of them, but especially Robin. She's such a big asset to them as a crew. Yeah.
And she's funny. When she tries not to be, that's just how she acts.
I love that.
And I love her relationship with Chopper. So, very wholesome character, very smart. She's an archaeologist. Like, how could I not love her? Um, and probably one of the most important characters, not in just the Straw Hats, but like in the world, in like the One Piece world, because she's the only one that's like free and about that we know of that can read the poneglyphs. So, I mean, how could she not be important?
Yeah.
That's the only way you can get to Laugh Tale.
So her
So,
being in top 3, correct. I'm curious to the second half of this list. I agree with a lot more than the first half, so I'm curious to see what their number 2 is going to be. Okay, number 2 is Zoro. Okay, he's the most loyal. I would agree.
I agree as well. I love him.
There's not much to say.
I love Zoro.
All right, let's see. If Luffy's not number 1, then I'm gonna be really upset. Okay, good. I was gonna say, if Luffy was not number 1, then the whole list would just be invalid. Of course, Luffy's gotta be number 1. Are you kidding me? He is the heart. This says Luffy's the heart of the series. That is 100% correct. He's so funny. He's so strong. He's so loyal to his crew. The way he loves and cares for his crew is just unmatched. My favorite MC of the big 3. Easily, hands down. I will talk about, what is it called? Profess the gospel of the Straw Hats and of Luffy for my whole life.
Yeah, I agree. While Luffy might not be like my favorite One Piece character, obviously this story is revolving around him trying to become the Pirate King. So how could he not be like the most important character?
Oh, yeah.
He's the main character. But also, I just love his strive. I love how he takes care of his friends. I love his devil fruit. I love everything about him. Like what a wholesome but like tough, like get your shit together. I'll help you through the way, like type of like person. So need that.
Okay, the
Need
list,
that.
I would give the list a 7 out of 10. Not the worst top 10 list I've ever seen, but I strongly disagree with a lot of it, but I agree a lot with a lot of it as well.
Based off, since it was 10, and I only agree with like 6 out of the 10 that were listed, I would give it a 6 out of 10.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
Because that was criminal that Ace and Law were like ranked that low. Like,
yes, I agree.
I did not enjoy that.
Okay, that was my first
Also,
list.
people?
Now, Emily.
I picked this one because I knew it would probably trigger me based off the characters. The one that I picked, it's from looper.com.
Okay.
The title is 10 haiku characters ranked worst to best. And worst is a strong word.
Okay.
So I feel like this is gonna like have me. All right. Remember, this is from worst to best, and starting at number 10, they believe that the worst character is Chikara Enoshita, which, if y'all don't know, he's the second year from Karasuno. He's poised to take over Daichi's position as like captain and everything, which I hate that he's at number 10 because I think he plays a really important role in like what was it? When did Daichi die? Season 2 or 3? No, that was season 2.
Oh, okay. It's been a while.
Oh, yeah, it's after the training arc.
It's been a while.
Okay, that was very important. I love this dude. He's very important. Even though he's not a starter, the morale that he keeps up for the team and people that aren't starters is very important. So I highly kin this character, how he takes care of people. That's criminal. Number 10.
Yeah, I would not put him at number. I don't know who I would put at number 10 because I love all the characters so much. So that's just hard to say. But like worst is a very strong word, and to put him at number 10 to me just seems so wrong, and you don't understand the whole morale of his character.
I'm like, that's so mean.
I know. I'm like, he's such an important character, even though he's a side character. He is really important to the team. And if you don't understand that, I feel like you miss a whole section of Haikyuu and like the story.
Right.
I,
I'm so afraid to look at the
I
rest.
disagree. Okay, I'm gonna scroll with you. Okay, ready? One,
Okay,
2, 3.
9. Yamaguchi? Are you
What?
kidding me? No! Oh,
Due
you
to
know how many times this...
this is due to his mediocre skills as a receiver and a spiker. Are you? Hold on, let me show you. Yamaguchi? Are you kidding me?
That is criminal. Wow. Okay, no, you know how many times his jump float has saved this team's ass?
Yes.
He has stepped up, even though he is scared sometimes. That is very human of him. Not everyone's gonna be some like Olympic player, whatever, like Kageyama or like how the other team members are, like with their crazy skills and shit. But like he's so wholesome. He never gave up. He tried so hard to be on par with his other teammates that he was practicing like after practice at night. Like he he stepped up to the plate and he gave what needed to be given. Okay.
Sorry,
Ugh,
I'm getting so upset, and it's so funny. But no, I highly disagree with Yamaguchi as number 9. Are you kidding me? Absolutely not. No, I agree with everything Emily said. All right, let's move on to the next one because I'm gonna get mad. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
I knew that was gonna trigger you. I saw the gray hair and I was like, oop. At number 8, we have Sugawara, which is, if you don't know, by Emily getting up and walking away. That is her favorite character. It says besides his roles as the team's substitute setter and pinch server, Sugawara is also Karasuno's second in command, which is true. That's very important. And he also did really well and stepped up to the plate when it came to the finals
He also
in season 3.
the sacrifice he made. He's a third year. And the fact that he because he knew that Kageyama was a better setter than him, he let him take over his position because he knew that was what was best for his team. And you're going to put him at number 8? No, absolutely not. The way he is the dad. No, he's the mom of the team. If it's not for him and he's always rooting for them on the sides, like that is just as important as the characters who are actually playing. Because if your morale isn't good, it doesn't matter how good of a player you are. No. No. No.
I don't think he would be in my top 5, but I definitely wouldn't have him below like 6.
No.
In my opinion.
No.
Because that takes a lot of like courage and like emotional like toll on you giving up your position because he was offered to be the main setter. Like Coach Ukai was like, you can still be like, I'm not gonna, if you wanted, I'm not gonna have a first year take your spot. You've been here, like you've put in the effort to like maintain this team, which he did. But like you said, he chose the team over his own like wanting to continue playing with his teammates with Daichi and oh my god, I'm forgetting his name. Man bun. Like that's sad, honestly, because I can just imagine how like not upset. Well, I guess you could say upset, but like how sad that is to just like not be able to start anymore and stuff like that. But that took a lot of courage for him to give that up. So it's kind of criminal that he's number 8.
My blood pressure and my heart rate rise. Like that made me so upset. Okay. All right, let's scroll down to number 7.
Hopefully it gets better. Okay. We got Tonica. I don't hate it, but I don't like it.
That's how I feel. That's how I was like, it was like a mini gasp. It was like I don't hate it. I love Tonica.
Yeah, me too. I like his whole character. I like the way he acts. I like that he's like the delinquent of the group.
Yeah.
I guess you could say. He definitely knows what he wants to do and he'll go for it.
Yeah.
And no matter how many times he fails, he still continues to push forward, which I really like about his character. especially with I can't remember if it's part 1 or part 2 of season 4, but that when he keeps getting blocked
Yeah.
because he's trying to do like one special move or something like that, or just keeps getting blocked, he kind of gets down for a second, but he continues calling for the ball. Like that's so rad of him.
Mhm.
That made me really proud because he, even though people and like the fans and everything were like, why do they keep giving it to him? Like, why do they keep giving him? Like, they're losing points. Kageyama still worked with Tanaka to give him the ball so that he can get through like that hardship.
Yeah.
And he did.
Yeah.
My favorite monk.
Number 6.
Asahi, okay. Okay, yeah. Jesus.
It seems like all of these lists, the trend is that they're really bad at first, and then they're like, okay. Okay.
I liked how they introduced his character, how he you know, basically had like major anxiety of like starting again because he felt like he was disappointing his team
Yeah.
with the way that he was playing. So he just like straight up like quit for a bit. Um, I can I like that they included that with a character
Yeah.
because like that is a real thing that happens to people. Like they don't want to let their team down, so they just decide to step away.
And he is the
Um,
ace.
he is the ace, and he proves it throughout the series. He shows how strong and capable he is, and then you continue seeing his growth. I really like that. I like how he's like big and he like looks scary. I never thought he looked scary, but I guess like for high schoolers, he doesn't really look like a high schooler.
Yeah.
But I liked how people were scared of him, and he's just like, "I'm nice." Like, what?
Yeah, he's so nice. Yeah, I don't disagree with this. I feel very neutral about this one. I love all the characters, so this is really hard.
Yeah, I
Okay,
agree. So
continue. Now we're doing the top
Asahi is
5.
with 6. Okay,
Okay.
I
Yeah.
so far agree with Nishinoya at 5.
Yes.
Um, yes, like they say, he is capable and energetic. Are you kidding me? The amount of cool saves that he has throughout the series, the freaking foot thing, and then when they're fighting against Shiratorizawa, when he saves it, and then they spike again, he saves it again.
Nishinoya is
You know how
so
many
rad.
Vine edits and like YouTube edits I would like watch of like those saves?
He's so rad.
I watch them all the time,
I'm a
like
big
on loop.
fan.
I was like, I love him. And I really love him time skip. He's just free, traveling the world. And I'm just like, you go. I love everything about him. So, Rolling Thunder, yes. Him at 5. Okay. 4. Seems we're getting a little bit better with this. Tsukishima, okay, yeah. He is the moon to Hinata's sun, like both same position. Um, his whole character thing with his brother, and then, uh, that was so emo, but
Yeah.
so good at the same time. And his scream when he fell in love with volleyball,
Yes.
like that gives me chills every time. Like I even talk about it, I just got
That was
chills.
one
Like,
of the best moments in Haika for me.
yes, that is like a. If you have not like, if you got to that point and you did not fall in love with Haika, like I don't know what's wrong with you.
So mean.
Like, it's so impactful. Like I would not understand if someone still hated or didn't like Haika at that point. Oh, he's an asshole too.
Yes.
He's so like the way he acts is like me, but I'm a little nicer than him. I will say
A little.
a little, not a lot. Number 3,
Okay.
Daichi.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, Dad.
Love
I
him.
get it. Um, so impactful on the court. He is like the cornerstone. I feel like for this
He
team,
is.
capable captain. Um, he takes care of everyone. He brings people back. He he died and was resurrected. Like how could people like not like him? That's my thing.
I'm
I
a
love
big
his
Daichi
leadership.
fan.
I'm a big Daichi fan. Um,
Okay, number 2.
um, yeah. Hinata is number 2.
So that means Kageyama has to be number one. Hold on, let me scroll. Yeah, Kageyama's number one. I would switch that.
I would switch that too.
Yeah, like I love me some Kageyama. There's actually I think I haven't posted this, but there's a picture when we took our senior pictures together. We had like the Kageyama Hinata wallpapers like corresponding together, and that was a picture we took. So like we're both big Kageyama and Hinata fans, but I would switch Kageyama and Hinata. Are you kidding me?
Like the amount of personal growth, not just like emotionally, but like physically as a character and an athlete that Hinata goes through, I think in the series so far is way more impactful than Kageyama's.
Yes, I would agree. But Kageyama, that's not taking away from Kageyama's impact, because I think he makes a really great impact and makes incredible character growth throughout the series. But I think as far as the way I would still put Hinata over Kageyama, but I do that's a hard one, but I would still put Hinata over Kageyama.
Yeah. Well, because Hinata, he didn't have the resources that Kageyama had.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the starter of why I think it should be reversed. Because Hinata built himself from like the ground up.
Yeah.
Kageyama comes from a family that plays volleyball.
Mm-hmm.
And he went to a good school that had the resources. Hinata's school didn't even have a volleyball team.
No,
This kid just watched TV. He watched Karasuno play at the Nationals, and then he was just like, I want to do that.
He also
and
made
then
his
he
own
did
team.
that. He made his he himself, and not saying that like men can't do this, but he chose to like participate with the girls volleyball team that they had. And like his friends were like, "You're playing with a girls' volleyball team, like blah blah blah." Like that's weird. And he's just like, "I don't care. I love volleyball." Like he's putting his masculinity. Oh yeah. My dogs are like barking really crazy right now. He put that above. Or no, I don't even know where I'm going with that. Scratch that. Blah, blah, blah. He did what he had to do to get where he needed to go because he knew where he wanted to go and he wanted to be at nationals. But the fact that his dream grew like above nationals, like he wanted to be like a volleyball superstar, but like in a nice, like wholesome way. Like he wasn't doing it to be like a star athlete to have like the fame and everything. He just wanted to play against the top players because he enjoyed the sport that he loved. And that is so wholesome. Not saying that Kageyama doesn't like love his sport as well. It's just that at this point, like, you know, Kageyama and Hinata's stories are like really different.
Yeah.
And I think not Karasuno, but I think Hinata's growth personally as a player like embodies Karasuno. Like he's like, I'm Hinata Shoyo from the concrete. Are you kidding me? You know how rad that is? You know, if someone said that to me, I'd be like, I gotta go. I will never be as cool as you.
But I will, like, this again is not to discredit Kageyama, because I think Kageyama is a really fantastic character, and I think he is very worthy of the number 2 spot. So I would give this list, honestly, I'd give it a 5 out of 10.
I'll give it a 5 out of 10 too. I enjoyed half of it.
Yes.
It was very criminal. This title caught my. Sorry. Let me start again. I just had like a whole hiccup. This title caught my eye.
Yeah.
Because it says top 10 anime series better than Naruto. And a lot of people fight to the death, like, about Naruto. So I'm curious to see, like, what this person thinks is better than Naruto.
Opinion of it.
I really like Naruto. It's not my favorite shonen, but I think it is a really good series. So I'm just curious to see, like, what this person said.
I already know that I probably will agree with a lot of these. So, but let's see. What's their number 10?
Their number 10 is Bleach, and they say the filler is better, which I don't agree with that, because the Bleach filler is honestly just so out of nowhere and boring. Like, I don't care about your sisters. Go back to Soul Society.
Not valid. That's it. No. I mean, okay, it's I don't disagree with your opinion, but I've watched some of the Bleach filler and I actually think the Bleach filler is good. Do I think that they needed to have that much filler, and do I think the reason they made that much filler is appropriate? No. But do I think the filler as a whole separate entity of itself is good? Yes. Is it out of nowhere placed in the series? Yes. You get
I
what I'm
hate
saying?
filler episodes. I get what you're saying. I hate filler episodes. I get why they do it, but like, if I had the choice to skip it, I am, which I do.
Yes.
So, but I think, like, when it comes to filler wise, Naruto is a better series, even though it had a lot. Like, Bleach filler was just like, it ruined the series for it. I think if you just watched Bleach, this is why I think the manga is better when it comes to Bleach as the anime series. But I still enjoy Bleach, the series, minus the filler, compared to Naruto, because I think it's a better story. And I think the character, or the creator, does better with the characters and development. And like the whole power system thing. I like it better than Naruto.
I love Bleach.
So I love Bleach. I'm excited for the 1,000-Year Blood War arc.
Yes.
So
All right.
number 9.
Mm-hmm.
Jujutsu Kaisen, and it says the women are written
The
better, and
women
I highly
are
agree. Are you kidding?
100% written better.
I just love Jujutsu Kaisen in general.
Yeah.
I can see it moving up once more stuff is animated, just because I know what's going on in the manga. Like, I'm caught up, but like, I can't yet, I feel like, because there's only one season and one movie. So, but I can see it beating Naruto later down the road with the women in Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm sorry, I'm backtracking. Nobara, are you kidding me? Maki, are you kidding me? All the other women, are you kidding me? Like, so good.
I was like, you're definitely going to agree with the number 8. I haven't seen this. I need to see it, though.
Samurai Champloo. I don't even know how you pronounce it, but yes, I highly agree with this. I don't know about 8 yet, because I don't know what the other stuff is, but this is one of the best anime series that I've seen in my lifetime. The animation's great, the characters are great, the storyline is so unique, the music is fantastic. I couldn't praise Samurai Champloo like more. It's just too good.
Mhm.
If you guys have not watched it yet, just drop everything you're watching right now and just go into it. Because I think it's only 24 episodes. It's only one season. It's a standalone. It's so good. And Mugen, um, the rogue samurai type dude, he has the same voice actor as Zoro. And I love it. I highly praise this anime. So please watch it.
Number 7.
Attack on Titan. Okay. Yeah. Attack on Titan is way more darker themed when it comes to Naruto. So I enjoyed that more. Naruto, I will say, is more like emotional to me. I cried more over Naruto. I didn't cry with Attack on Titan anything animated yet. I did sob reading the last 3 chapters though, so I probably will cry when the rest of Attack on Titan is animated. But it says while Naruto tends to spoon feed the story to its audience, a lot of the story in Attack on Titan is left up to the audience's interpretation. How do you feel about that?
Depends on how you feel in terms of like your preference, in terms of like if you want a solid concrete ending or if you want an ending that's more up for interpretation. I think that if you want a more concrete ending, Naruto is more for you. If you want something that's more like up for your interpretation, I think Attack on Titan in certain points, you can argue, there's a big debate on if the ending of Attack on Titan is very concrete or if it's up for interpretation. I personally think it is up for interpretation. I think it's just a matter of preference.
Yeah, I agree. Number 6, we have Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer does have better animation.
Yes.
So it says here that Demon Slayer is incredibly similar to Naruto in many ways, but one thing Demon Slayer does better is its animation. And I will say that's probably due to like it being animated
More
later
recently,
on,
yeah.
more recently. But I think Naruto still has really good fight scenes and really good animation.
I think the animation argument is a valid one, just because not as valid as in Demon Slayer does have better animation, but I don't think it's a relevant one just given the time periods they were animated in. Like, I don't think it's a
Yeah,
fair argument.
yeah, because they're saying right here Demon Slayer doesn't have this issue because the animation stays consistent throughout the series. But like Naruto ran from like the early 2000s to like 2015 or something like that.
Yeah.
Like I don't think that's a valid
Mhm.
argument that they're putting here because I think it's interesting to see the evolution of animation.
Yeah.
So I think Naruto did really well there. But Demon Slayer I think does do it a little better to me, emotion wise and storyline. Main character wise too.
The manga of Demon Slayer more than like the anime at the moment, but that's just because my favorite things in the manga have not been animated yet. So that's why I like the manga better. But once that gets animated, then I'll think more highly of the anime. It's just like my favorite parts of the manga have yet to be animated.
Yeah, because there's not enough animated yet for Demon Slayer, I wouldn't put it above where I have Naruto right now.
Yeah.
Five, we have My Hero Academia. I don't think I would have My Hero above Demon Slayer.
Would just because my attachment to the series is different, but as far as what I think is a I don't know. I don't know. I like the manga of My Hero better than I like the anime as well because more happens in the manga. But I love the
Well,
My Hero anime. But I don't know if I would. I don't know. I think attachment wise, it definitely would be above. But I don't know. I don't know if I would put it
but
above.
this is and Jujutsu and Samurai
Yeah, I
Champloo.
don't
Okay,
think I
no,
would
this
put
is
it
totally
above
wrong.
Jujutsu Kaisen. Okay, no. This is the thing. You and I think very differently about My Hero. I absolutely adore My Hero, but I don't think it's a better. But that's like my emotional attachment to it. I don't think it's a better anime than Jujutsu Kaisen, even though it has more animated.
I highly disagree with this being so far up because from the amount of seasons, like 5 seasons that were out, are not giving what one season of Jujutsu Kaisen and Demon Slayer did.
I would agree with the Demon Slayer.
I think Demon Slayer season one, even the first episode, had done a little more to me, like shock and whatever wise, than like probably the first season of My
I
Hero.
think the character development in My Hero is better.
I think the pacing's too slow.
I don't disagree with that. I think you and I think very differently about My Hero. Like this is something that I know I don't agree with you on that.
What are they saying? I think what's kind of upsetting about the My Hero anime when it comes to like the My Hero industry is that I right now I think season 6 is going to be really good. Like where it is in the manga right now and everything, it like literally 180 like shit hits the fan. I'm really enjoying it. But the fact that like I am enjoying the My Hero movies more than the anime itself, I felt like better things could have been done.
The character development's really good. My Hero is just a very special anime to me, like to me personally, that I accept criticism of it, but to a certain extent I don't. Because it's kind of like you with Haika. Like Hayaka's your favorite, so it's hard for you to accept criticism from it. Even though I don't think My Hero is the best anime out there, it's hard for me to accept criticism of it because I just love it.
Like the character development in My Hero is really good, and it is better than a bunch of other um series. But I think like overall when it comes to like everything, I don't think it should be as high up. I wouldn't put it anything below like 7, but I don't know about 5.
I think it should be
Well,
this
let's get into 4.
I don't think it should be this high up, but I highly disagree with your Demon Slayer My Hero take. I highly disagree. But let's move on
Like
to number 4.
Tengen? Oh my god. I haven't seen 4, or I have tried to dabble in 4.
Oh, okay. Full Metal.
Number 4 is Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Yeah.
I know everyone's just like, you haven't seen it yet. And I'm just like, no.
People love
No, I have not.
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
I get to the part where that dad likes to do experiments. You can get what I'm putting down just by that. Roy Mustang looks cool. I honestly don't know what to say about this. The person here says that Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is usually on most fans' best anime lists. The magic system is unique and the story is incredibly compelling. Not to mention all the characters written well, including the female characters. I can see why that is doing better than Naruto. Which is something that fans like to see. Yes. As a female, I don't really like to see other female characters just idly exist.
Yeah.
What to say? Something unique about the series, though, is how great of a starter anime it is. I would say so. A lot of people, just from what I've seen like online and people I've talked to, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is like one of the first anime they have seen. So I think that is really appealing when it comes to the series itself. I like the whole brother duo thing, but I can't say anything about the ranking just because I'm not sure about the anime. But I agree with that Full Metal is by far the best starter anime. Even though I haven't watched it, really, I can agree with that based off of what I had said earlier. You're gonna like number 3 though.
Number 3, and I highly, highly agree.
Inuyasha. And I could probably tell you why. It does a little bit better than Naruto, especially when it comes to females. Inuyasha is created by a female.
But I don't think that is, I don't think his excuse for writing female characters as underdeveloped as they are is valid. I don't think just because you're a man you can't write good female characters. Like, I don't think that's valid at all. Actually,
I'm like, you don't have people around you.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that argument has never made sense to me. Like, people who argue he's admitted, I don't care. Like, I don't care.
I do not care.
Like, you have women around you. Write better female characters. Inuyasha's female characters, top tier written. Inuyasha's my favorite series of all time. I'm not going to talk about it. You guys know. Inuyasha's my favorite. I highly agree.
We have Hunter x Hunter. I'm only on episode 9.
Episode 7. It's really good, though. I like it so far.
I really like it. I will say I like Little Gon and Killua better than Little Naruto.
Gon,
but Naruto was going through it. That whole village hated them. Everyone likes Gon, and everyone's afraid of Killua. So,
because how do you not like Gon? Are you kidding me? He's so cute. We don't have much to say because we've only watched a couple episodes.
But the fact that like Killua just like is freaking narking people, that's crazy. I was like, damn. I'm like, this kid's like, I don't know how. I have no idea how old they are, but in my head I was like, damn, that kid's like 8.
The funny part is like, if y'all know us in real life, well, even if you guys know us now over the podcast, like, Emily and I are definitely Gon and Killua. Like,
you could take your pick on who's who.
Can you tell?
It should be obvious. I'm curious to see what number 1 is.
I saw what number 1 is, and I just like, I have nothing to say about it.
Am I gonna hate it?
I don't know. I have nothing to say about it. I like literally, I'm just gonna not say anything because I don't have anything to say about it.
I don't agree that this is number 1, but I think it's kind of funny that it's number 1. And at number 1, we have JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I'm kind of bamboozled. Like, that just threw me. When I saw who it was, I was like, fuck me, bro. I'm curious to see what they say. It is completely distinct from all other anime out there, because it is indeed bizarre. Even those who have never watched it can immediately recognize the characters. The anime isn't for everyone.
It's not for me.
And the art style tends to turn people off from it, but the colorful cast of characters and the incredibly well done fight scenes make this anime one of the best. I do like JoJo's season 1 or part 1, I guess. I wasn't really vibing with it. I think that Naruto does better getting into characters and storyline quicker and like is more appealing than like part 1 of JoJo's. But I probably would still like Naruto over JoJo's. I I have finished Naruto and Shippuden and everything, and I've seen some movies, but I'm not done with part 5 of JoJo's. Um, I think it really just depends on people's taste at that point, if they put JoJo's at number 1. But like number 1? That was kind of shocking. That honestly threw me off that my mind's going blank, so I have no idea how to feel about that.
Now moving on to the list that Adrian sent us. We're not going to go through all of them just because we are going kind of long on this episode. I don't know which list is Adrian's. Like, I'm looking through all of these. I'm like, I have no clue. So I would love to know that. But I just want to react to list 4 because the number 1 had me shook. Like,
Are you okay?
So their number 10 is Banana Fish. I haven't watched it because I know the emotional damage it's going to bring to me is absolutely insane, and I just am not in this state right now where I can watch something like that. It is on my list though, but
Banana Fish definitely took the life out of me. I sobbed for 20 minutes. I was so dehydrated. I had a headache. Every episode like had me shook. I went into it not knowing what it was about, and it's very dark themed. Multiple dark themes, so just be prepared for that. If you're not comfortable with sexual assault, get everything that plays into that and violence, like just be prepared. Okay? It is very deep, but I really enjoyed it.
Number 9 is Free.
I like Free.
I like
how everyone looks in Free. Okay.
Their number 8
Continue.
is Fate series. Never seen it. Can't talk about it.
I've seen animations of it and fight scenes, and it does look really cool. I just have not dabbled into it yet.
Yes. Their number 7 is, how do you say this? Code?
Yes.
Yeah. No, I haven't seen it, so I can't.
We both have not seen that. It looks very interesting. Like, I do need to watch it. It's like kind of iconic.
Yes.
So I don't hate it. I haven't watched it, but I don't hate it.
Number 6 is Vinlan Saga. Vinlan Saga's rad.
I love Vinland Saga. The first season is so fucking rad. I'm curious to see how Mappa's going to do with season 2. I like to call it the agriculture arc. And you'll see why if you like don't read the manga and if you're done with season 1. Number 5, Tokyo Ghoul. So I feel indifferent about this because I enjoyed watching it when it was coming out, but then RE came out and I was so confused.
Gintama?
Number 4.
I haven't seen it.
Also something I haven't seen, but well, I haven't like watched it because what's stopping me from watching it is that they play into a lot of anime references, and it just wouldn't be funny to me at the moment because I still haven't seen that much. So, but there's some stuff that I see like scenes on TikTok because I just do that. I'll watch like a 3-minute video of scenes. And it looks really good and it looks serious, but it's also funny and like comedic at the same time. So I just need to like go to YouTube and like look up like an explanation video on it because I think I would be confused. So, but really iconic anime.
Their number 3, Yu Yu Hakusho. Have not seen it either.
Again.
Okay, number 2 is One Piece. I agree. I love One Piece. Easy one. Now, this is what I want to talk about. What I want to talk about is their number one. They put Evangelion as their number one. Are you okay?
Are you good?
Like, serious talk. Are you good? I've seen Evangelion. I'm gonna be Misato for anime weekend, but like, number one? Are you okay? Not saying that Evangelion's a bad anime. It's not. It's good. I like it. I've watched it.
It does really well into like going into themes. I would say I haven't watched it because Dana's always just like, if you want to like mentally break down, then watch it, and that scares me. So,
It's rough.
but like I know that it's like, yeah, that it's like emotionally rough. So that,
but it's
that's
really
like
good. Like it is good. I like it a lot. It's just it's a lot.
Yes.
That was
And
all.
I'm still confused about the movies too.
Oh, you can look
Once
up
I'm
like
confused about anime, like before I even watch it, that kind of like makes me not watch it because I just hate being confused.
Yeah. So those were all the anime lists we had. Well, that was today's episode. I'm gonna get back to reading 7 more scholarly articles.
Thank you to everyone that has been watching, subscribing. Our subscribers on YouTube kind of grew pretty quickly, so that was fun and exciting. Thank you. Thank you for the following on TikTok. Our TikTok is close to 800. We're getting there. That's if you can join our Discord. That's fun. I love our little community. It's very exciting. Everyone's so nice too, so it's nice to have that. And don't forget to like and subscribe on this YouTube channel. And we're also on Spotify if you prefer watching or listening to podcasts on Spotify. Don't forget to rate us 5 stars. That greatly helps us. And once again, thank y'all. I hope you enjoyed this episode.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's our Mob Psycho episode.
Oh.
So.
I love Mob.
I love Mob Psycho, so. All right, everyone.
Once again, thank you. I hope everyone's staying safe, getting ready for spooky season, and much love.
Bye-bye.